what I just put on. Y'all, I spent really the last 15 minutes was trying to do something which I already, like I said, was trying to make sure I post a video. I'm trying to do consistently, at least for this month, one video per day, even if it's a live stream. So I'm going to have to make this, I'm going to make it a little quicker than what I was originally going to do because one of the stories that just popped up that I felt like even if I describe the best, it's like one of those things like sometimes you have to see it to believe it, you know, in order to get a full clarity. But it looked like a scene from a comedy. And I was trying to use like since I'm using my phone or even having the option because a lot of those things like even if I knew how to use until I get like I said another laptop, like I said, I don't feel like going on my desktop and nothing like that, y'all. I forgot to say it's me, Tasha C. In this particular video, I'm doing Bloggers 5. Um, well, I had a couple more topics, but since I wanted to pro- keep this video less than 15 minutes this time, yesterday I was doing what they would call, a lot of yapping last night. I'm still, y'all, tripping over the fact that I got this little jacket just thing on here Monday, and I'm right next to a leopard jacket. It's as if I'm like, either on Lisa Frank or really to a lot of animal prints, especially things that pertain to like the leopard, where it's snow leopard, leopard this, leopard this. So, um, I came over here this time because y'all, it's better light. You can see this beautiful face better. On the other side, it's still, of course, it's nowhere clear. It's like an iPhone or nothing like that. But the clarity is way much better because I have the light on this side, and then also this one. The other ones, I was just like, if I'm like, still in the chair. I'm still in a good spot, and the lightning was so bad. I was trying to use y'all real quick well they use for streaming, and I was originally when I was trying to make videos since the beginning of this year, end of last year, which a lot of times I really didn't make that many because of even though I had two laptops, one of them I had internet issues, and then and I was like, okay, I paid money for this. I'm not gonna let it go, type of thing. So had to keep getting like these USB drives, to put the internet in because weirdly the internet couldn't normally work. So you got to get like these certain like flash things in the form of flash drive. Even try to fix the internet, and even though it had all enough space, it if the computer's like sometimes you have to restart over, do all this and all this other stuff. Even though people are saying, and even I found the person or the company I bought it from on eBay when it began the corona. They still got 100% the last time I checked. I one time just looked at because I'm like the computer had all this space which was perfect if the computer worked like it was supposed to. So I ended up having to throw that one away. And the other one I have a couple years. The thing is, buff like I said before, buffing issues. And then on top of that, it didn't have nowhere enough space, so it's really hard. Not to say like you junk on computer with a bunch of files. So that sucker, what happened was it was physically also getting messed up. So I guess because I had it about 4 years and it fell apart, and eventually I couldn't charge it anymore because it physically was like starting to fall apart. The laptop itself, the best way I could describe it. So if I can't charge it anymore, eventually once it dies, it dies. And it's not one of the ways how the wave was breaking where if I just get another like say cord power cord or whatever, called power battery source charger for it, laptop charger, that it was going to help. No, that was not the issue. The issue was it was moving. I don't know a lot of computer terms, no technical terms like that, but where you insert the power source into the laptop, y'all, in order, to plug it in was moved and messed up because, like I said, it started breaking. And it was because I was breaking it like that. Just over the years, it just became, it wasn't the best like protection of the sources that were used. Like, it was kind of flimsy plastic for the build of that particular laptop. and eventually got slim, season just got worse, and just you bet I'm better off just like just stacking saving and just getting another laptop. But I was trying to use at times when I want to go live or do certain videos where I put pictures and pictures and do certain. I was trying to do the OBS. I was trying to use stream or do certain ones to practice. But I also heard of Prism or Prims as well. And like I said, I found out about it, but I never used it. But Prism, I think, out of all of the three, I think Streamlabs is also some people use, but they said the app is horrible or something. But some people use it to do live or those type of apps, and put a picture, put a video in and a search. So the reason why I'm bringing this, and some people, if they eventually come in and be like, "What the hell is you talking about?" I was trying to use it real quick because the video seemed like a lost footage. This just happened at casino downtown Detroit. I actually went there 2 times. I think it's my first or my second time. I think only been there one time when they first actually got to Detroit, and that was ooh shit. How many years ago was that? But to bring it up because in the parking lot on row 3 is an altercation between because they blurted out. It was on Metro Detroit News, I think, Instagram, and a lot of stuff that goes viral. So Michael Arm because even though it was an altercation, I still wanted y'all to see because they did blur it out, so I wouldn't be like saying putting a risk, hopefully, getting my video flagged, or stream or whatever. But it's between the one two guys, and the one guy, got not to say racial issue, but like I said, it looked like a comedy scene because somebody's filming it and seeing these guys. So this one black dude and this one guy, they like it looked like I said a fight between. It looked like something need to be in Three Stooges if y'all know about those classes, them three that show. It looked like it needed to be on air or some type of comedy. And so the guy ends up, they blurred out, he got, guy on the black dude, he had lost whatever, got what. He, stepped back, whatever. And like, so I don't know if it was a parking thing or whatever. So eventually stopping and, they squaring up again and shit, right? And another guy comes out and it looked like they're at the guy's car that's behind him because they got like either Durango. I know I'm probably saying it wrong, some type of white SUV. The both got white big. One looked like it might be a Saturn. Well, they discontinued the Saturn car company, whatever, right? A car making Saturn cars. But that's what looked, but like I said, you couldn't tell. So when it looked like they're getting sun out of his car, I don't, it looked like they said that he gets when they're in his car, whatever's going on, because like I said, it's snippets. It's not continue like a video that's ongoing where you see, okay, after the guy, his friend, brother, whatever, views the situation between them. It looked like they're in the passenger side. I don't know whether they're getting something. I don't know what happened. He takes off and goes into their vehicle and gets in the driver, starts driving that shit. But taking off with it basically and reverses, but reverse backs, which they say, according to the news article and the commentary in the background, that he smashes in the back into his own car. And I wish, say, it was some way, let's retouch highlight video, X, whatever. I wish it was some way, and that's what I think they were saying with Prism app, you can add videos and live. So I was trying like, oh my gosh, y'all, I really, oh, thank you for the like. I really was trying my best. Oh, thank you. The person that came out. Hello, I'm still trying to learn this live thing. So I just see the person on top, but I don't see there. So y'all, this is like pure comedy. It looked like Friday after next if they make another Christmas one. It don't seem real, and I need proof. So hopefully tomorrow, y'all, if I decide to do live and still have made like a video yet. That I learned how to make the Prism thing because they use the Prism because it like for live streaming stuff. Because it was one of those that you can add, like videos. I wanted to learn, put a picture, of video clip, and y'all could see it, and I'm, reacting, responding, y'all, we can watching it. Because even regardless how much I describe what the heck just happened eventually, and then it cuts again when he steals the car, seemed like reversing to his car in the MG parking lot downtown, like right near where Grand River it is, y'all, if y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm like, it's too comical. I can't describe it. And I was taking 15 minutes trying to add my account, log into the YouTube because you use everything YouTube streaming all this Twitch and all this other stuff. but I felt it was very important to talk about because it was just comedy. And, and I'm like, no, it don't seem real, but it's on the news. It was an altercation. They still the guy that ends up like fell and got the punch, which they blurred out. Is the guy who was basically winning an altercation when they were getting hands. Brother, they look like the guy's car or the one who's basically losing the fight. And he gets in their car, steals and swerve and backs into his vehicle. Then it Edison cuts in y'all and look like he run away. But even when they run and chase it after, it looks like Three Stooges. That's why hopefully tomorrow I work on trying to test because I was getting together. But by the time I looked at it, like if I'm trying to reach a certain goal of making a video per day, and it's already about to hit night, okay? As far as 12 o'clock, it's already taken 15 to 20 minutes, but it just had threw me off and it made me want to do. I was trying to see could I get it and click it together, the Prism like live stream thing, and see can I show a video because it was showing the video in the corner, and but I was kind of on the dark, like you couldn't really see this lovely face. So I was like, okay, I'm trying to get this done. It was something else. So now the only part that was holding me back, y'all, was there was the verification. Even though I already did verification, they want me to verification, but I didn't have time because I have a new phone. And so when they're sending the verification, a Google number or whatever, 75, 776, whatever the number is, I don't have time to verify or switch it where it's on the phone I have now to verify because they were saying, oh, this isn't gonna work because I already had the video because I downloaded it to my phone and had it there. So that just means if I have the time and patience that I need to go ahead and learn how to do it because y'all, even though I talked about this, I want y'all to see it. I might do a live tomorrow, and if I get it done early enough, man, I want y'all to what I watch what I witnessed just less than like 30 to 40 some minutes ago, which was hilarious. Hopefully by Kate. And I'm like, is it gonna be more back? I hope it's more backstory to this. Cause I mean, I'm glad it was like that nobody, was unalived or an injury, but I'm like, is the police call? What is going on here? It's so much stuff going on, y'all. Y'all need to be able to laugh and be confused just as much as I was, and probably a lot of people based on the comment. It just match you up here, probably on the casino, playing the slots, whatever, or Russian roulette in most cases. Hey, y'all just came in and you up here seeing, you on the third row of the MGGM parking lot, casino parking lot, and you see an altercation, and then somebody steals somebody else's car, but then backs into their car. So they stole their car just to do damage to the car. It's y'all. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. It just. I hope that I make sure to make a note of myself that I will put that clip in and we will watch it tomorrow because I it even changed with the few topics I had was going to talk about. Heck, this is already taking most of the video that I was saying. I can't. It's hilarious. Well, the streaming awards is tomorrow. I didn't know it was December, whatever. Because, like I said, a lot of us that would home realize that we've been watching streaming way before it became popular, and they really have been getting endorsements, and like kind of running like the new celebrity, the new PR, you know, as far as it's now in the last couple years. They've been doing streaming, like I said, Blog TV, You Now stuff, about like 13ish something years ago, even longer than that. Like Blog TV, I just had Googled information before I was getting ready to come on live, and they actually started 2004 and ended 2013. I used to watch, like I said, Joe Ben TV, Kevin Kraft, which he's a great comedian. I think he's from Minnesota. Him, his family is, and he used to have a show, and it was somebody else I used to watch. But that's where I used to watch people, when I still like the Joe button for me. I actually used to watch when he used to be on there. I think it was iStream. It was another one that discontinued. Chris Brown, I ain't gonna lie, I used to watch him when he used to do his graphic Candy Coat Nice Candy Burris. from one of the legendary escape and so forth. She's going a lot now with her now. Sadly, her divorce to her husband, about to be sadly her soon to be ex husband Todd and all the mess. But she used to have a show called Candy Coble. Now we talk about toxic relationship, and a lot of people ATL. Hey, everybody, ATL will stop in. And she used to have a show called, not a show, I meant to say a shop, a clothing shop. I don't even know if she still has it anymore, but because I haven't heard about it in years, called Tags. And she used to have people like, this is when Love and Hip Hop Atlanta just had came out. And I remember watching it. It'll be streamed, like I said, they talk about, sex talk, relationship talks, and all this other stuff. And when Love and Hip Hop Atlanta just came on, everybody from Stevie J, Jocelyn, me, Little Scrappy, Google Paul's on, Mama D, Carly Red, Rashida, Kirk, K Michelle, or first thing, those were the main characters. Um, they would sometimes be on the shit show, different stuff talking about. That's what I remember the first time when it was traumatizing to this day. But of course, since it's way before, Instagram came out and stuff, where School Scrappy was minute when his mom, when basically he was being great, but we're not gonna say anything. But based on what he even he said his own self, and his mom was on there, and here he's talking about like how one of his mom walked, like opened up the door and caught one of her hoes uh, taking advantage of Scrappy, but she was mad, like, at least write him right, or well, at least she write him right, or something like what type of shit, like traumatizing. But I remember that. Okay, and when Stevie J was talking about his bus, y'all remember those days, y'all know what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm saying, like the streaming thing. I've been watching people for years anyway, for several years anyway, on and off with the streaming stuff. But they supposed to have stream of the years, top stream of the year, this RR Strail, which is I say RR Strail. I meant to say IRL. What is in real life? That's what IRL means, y'all. I'll be trying to learn these new terms sometimes. And IRL where they supposed to be in real life. And some people, they just do the regular stuff, whatever, and go out and mind business. Then some people be taking it too far. Hey, person just came in. Okay. Now, they supposed to have that, so I wonder who was going to win what. But that's interesting. But real quick before I go, y'all, um actually two little stories. One of the people, and I would don't want to keep bringing up Kai Sinet, as if that's not the only streamer that I watch, but his like some of his friends who now live at Carver House, like they're like a content house with streamers, or they do streaming. And I seen interesting Tyler that's been one of his friends, who is also known, if y'all watch, like sometimes stream, but this time I only seen a clip when Kai Cenat submet with subathon, and it was the day when she reached the middle lane. He was supposed to, he ended up getting his locks cut, and LeBron James and Turtle did the famous the splits, the James Brown splits in the air, the shorts shoes or whatever. Like, well, that's talent. But Ty was telling one of his other boys, I think it's Dales and Punk, of that also from Kai Cenat, like as early as the streaming, right? And the reason why it's important is like hopefully he gets it straightened out. In his case, Tyler was telling Des, like, do you run ads on your Twitch? And Des, the guy, young man, the guy is very confused. And he was like, so you've been on how many months, whatever, and you don't run ads on on Twitch? And that's how people get paid. Like it's different monetizations, with how they run with whether streaming service or certain social services. Some are easier, some is harder. um I do want to be able to stream also on Twitch, whatever, but it's different levels, like how to get partner, blah blah blah. But this dude has been running his streams, and the way Twitch streamers get paid, kicks, even though they're more lead way, theirs is different. So Twitch, you have to run ads, I guess, in order to really get paid on their stuff a certain amount of time. And the way you don't see the ads is by certain services, such as, if you subscribe, you can subscribe Coco for free if you have Amazon Prime. That's Twitch is Amazon Prime. Amazon owns Twitch, so you can use the one free one, or if you're fortunate enough that somebody gives you a 1 month sub or something like that, or you're willing to pay for 1 month or whatever per thing, or just ad free. If not, you're going to see ads. Okay, and you have to subscribe individually. So subscribing is totally different. Say like joining a membership on here. Memberships you have to pay for. Some people, would have different content, exclusive lives, exclusive videos and stuff like that, right? So with Twitch, like I said, they get like, certain advertisers, but you do have to run ads. It's just that people don't see ads. Like I said, either you get a gifted subscription, you use like your one time free once a month, or like in a month's time, every 30 days. If you have Amazon Prime, you get one free Twitch, and you can use it at any content creator creators of your Twitch channel of your choice, and you don't see ads. So I honestly have not watched this stuff, but just to see him like confused and realize he been having these free streams and probably wondering, they do commercial stuff and ads and stuff, but he missing out on a lot of money because he's not putting ads to be included in his thing. Like I know with YouTube now, say once when get back to the point where I'm able to apply and get my 4,000 hours within a year and go for monetization that way. They didn't used to have it if people did lives where you had the choice where you can add ads. Now you can add ads to it, a part of the lives. Used to be only for videos, and you can add in, you want to put add here, add here, add here. The only monetization I have not done that in a long time, even though that's way different, is actually the podcast that I have. Through it used to be Spotify, but now it's through Speaker. So Tasha TCB be talking. I was gonna name be yapping, but y'all want to check that out. Y'all can check that out as well. But yeah, so with him not running any ads, he's stuck in certain money he's not getting. But before I go, y'all, Body Bell, Bula Bell, um, the spot Jezebel is Succubus, aka Succubus. Bonnie Bell, who I've been hearing about for months, or whatever, who looked like a lifeless soul, who was with that one girl. What did she have, like 1,000 men in 24 hours? Even though I'm not trying to bring in any adult comment too much in this thing, I remember about hearing my Body Bell, like her having the soulless eyes and her getting kicked of like banging all the barely legal boys, where I think she's from England, whatever the heck she was, 18, as soon as they hit 18, marriage people, whatever, and all this other stuff. But she was had got banned off of it. I don't know if she's back on there anymore, but she got back because she was gonna have some type of petting zoo and be hand tied, and they can do whatever. And even OF was like, no, even we got standards. So, um, she just always had same souls and just like didn't care, and she just wanted to make sure she sucks the life. And y'all could take that more ways than I meant what I'm saying. I'm not just saying like on way. But this heifer here, they recently said in one of them sites where they keep up entertainment, this succubus, Jezebel spirit, has been arrested in Bali for she was had, bang bro brus or whatever. Y'all go look that up as a grown ass adult. Y'all can look at what bang bros is. That is not meant for no kids. Okay, really, it shouldn't even be for 18-year-olds. It'd be older than that, but you know what I mean. Um, she's got arrested in Bali. She was trying to get the barely legal, and I don't know no one her and as creepy and cringe as that bitch is, but she has been arrested for that. So I may do some more information because I first was gonna do a video about her, and then I said no. But I'm like, this is pretty interesting. Cool seeing this weird fight, and all this other stuff that kind of had ran, kind of changed what I was originally going to talk about. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm probably just gonna end this right now, and I'm just looking at the clock, and I need to get some more watches. I used to love wearing watches. And get out of here. Oh Lord, from this angle, making me look like I'm just sitting here with just this corner with nothing underneath. I got my Stuff on. But anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I just had to rub with this, and hopefully, made sure I follow back and get that stuff in, so we can look at that clip tomorrow if y'all are in for tomorrow for this stuff. Because it's cray cray. But anyway, y'all's hugging. Look, y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Manana. Okay, hugs and loves. Like I said, take care, stay safe. Stay warm where y'all at. Most of y'all, we're living probably in areas that we need some coats. It was chilly. It wasn't. It was kind of an Arctic thing. We only had 20s and up here, but yeah, y'all stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.